Hi guys, welcome back. We shall talk about headache today. Headache is very common. Everybody has experienced headache in some point of their lifetime. So everybody knows what is headache. So we shall understand what is actually headache and what are the types of headache and what you can manage and the danger symptoms. Okay, headache is very common. So you should not be worried about headache. So when you should be worried about headache, I'll tell you in this video. Okay, so let's get started. So about headache. So we are dividing headache into the two main parts, primary headache and secondary headache. Now what is primary headache? Primary headache means we don't know the cause of primary headache. Whilst the secondary headache, we have a cause. Now what are secondary kind of headache? You're having any injury to your head, you're having infection, or you're having a tumor. So these three will come under secondary type of headache. What will primary headache consist? You are having headache due to tension type of headache, you are having cluster headache, you are having migraine, and there's another thing, if you're taking a lot of painkillers, you yourself will have headache due to excessive painkillers. Okay, so now let us talk about primary headache, that is tension type of headache. Now this tension type of headache is the most common type of headache. The maximum number of headache that you find in the world is the most common is primary tension type of headache. So now what is tension type of headache? This is due to because of our stressful life, tension life. What we do is that we actually shrug our shoulders and we have tension in our neck and have tension in our muscles. So the muscles which are present on our shoulders, on our neck, on our scalp, on the face are always in a state of spasm, in stressed. So that's what pulls up the receptors and the nerves. Okay, that's how you get tension type of headache. Okay, so it's the most common type of headache. So how long will a tension type of headache last? It can last from around half an hour to 2-3 hours. Okay, and it can be just once a day or multiple times in one single day. Okay, so how will the patient say I'm having headache? The patient will be saying I'm having headache and I can feel a band. It's very typical that a person will say as if I'm feeling there's a band around my head which is getting tightened up. Okay, as a band around my head which is getting tightened up. This is very typical of tension type of headache. Yes, in tension type of headache you will not have vomiting and nausea. Most cases you will not have vomiting and nausea, and you will not have any sort of aura or any sort of lacrimation, that is any water coming out of your eyes, or any stuffy nose or water coming out of your nose, eyes and red eye. This thing will not be there. Very less chance that it will be there in tension type of headache. Okay, it's generally never there. Okay, so what is the treatment of tension type of headache? You just take paracetamol. You take paracetamol. Along with paracetamol, try to manage your stress. Managing your stress and doing some massage and doing some sort of exercise and yoga has a tremendous benefit. I'll again emphasizing on the yoga and exercise. It has a huge amount of impact on your headache. Okay, now let us come to the second type of headache, that is migraine. Okay, it's very common. Around 20% of female will be experiencing migraine in some point of their lifetime, whereas about 6% of males will experience migraine in some point of their lifetime. Yes, migraine is more common in females. So what is the exact cause of migraine? The exact cause of migraine is not known yet. Okay, there are some theories, but we don't know the exact cause of migraine. But we have some triggering factors and some protective factors. Okay, so what are the triggering factors? Migraine, the triggering factors of migraine are a huge list of numbers. It can affect you by your emotional state. If you're angry, you are happy, you are sad, you are stressed. And it can affect you by if you're not taking your meal properly, you are avoiding your breakfast, you're taking a lot of alcohol. If you are taking some kind of medication, or you're staying in certain kind of your environment, your altitude. If you're a female, even your menstrual cycle can affect it. Okay, so this will affect your migraine. Okay, in migraine there are some protecting factors. You should sleep regularly. Okay, at a regular time. You should have a physical activity every day. Try to limit your alcohol. These things, if you do it, so it will put a very good effect on your migraine attack. So what are the clinical features of migraine? Before I say about clinical feature, symptoms of migraine, that you're having migraine, there is something known as aura. Aura means if the person is having migraine, he will know that he's going to have a migraine attack or a headache. How will the person feel? Like he will see flashes of light in front of the eyes or zigzag lines in front of the eyes. Not everybody who will be having migraine attack or migraine will have aura, but many people will have it. Okay, so what are the clinical features of migraine? The migraine, you will be having headache. Obviously you'll be having headache. Now this headache will be lateral. Okay, it will be either right side or either left side. Okay, either left or either right. It won't be left and right together. Okay, so it is bilateral. Okay, it is known as bilateral. And then this headache, you will have vomiting. Yes, you'll be having nausea. Along with this, this pain will be so severe that it might even affect your daily activities. Around 52% of person who are having migraine, they need to take rest, they need to take bed rest, so they have to take leave from their daily work, so it affects the productivity. Around 10%, yes, they can have migraine and still work, but the remaining percentage, they can have to take the medication and they can work, but they will be irritated. But 52% of people who are having migraine, they need to take bed rest. So how will this migraine actually come like? So you can have migraine from few days to few weeks to few months also sometimes. So you will be having migraine for around 2 3 4 weeks, and then you will be not having migraine for around 1 month, 2 months, 5 6 1 year month, and again it will repeat, it will again come back. Okay, so that's how you'll see in migraine. In migraine, the headache is very typical. This headache will last you from 4 hours to 72 hours. This headache will not last less than 4 hours. You should understand this. Less than 4 hours will not be migraine. On an average, you will be having around 24 hours, but it will not be less than 4 hours. In migraine, you won't be having any lacrimation or any discharge from your nose. This thing will not be there in migraine. Now let us and yes, how do we treat migraine? Yes, the treatment of migraine is have the protective factors, reduce the triggering factors, and any kind of headache you can take paracetamol, ibuprofen. It will reduce the headache. Okay, yes, in some cases in migraine, yes, we can actually give some, in severe cases of migraine we can give medication as triptan, but I don't want to talk about that. It will become complicated, and you should talk to your neurologist, and it's a specialized thing that it requires good amount of skills and specialization, and only neurologists should handle this. Okay, so now let us come to the third type of headache. It's known as cluster headache. Okay, cluster headache we see more in males, whereas we saw migraines is more in females. Cluster headache is mostly seen in males. And the pain, the attack of cluster headache, we'll see it is more at night. Around 50% or more will have this cluster headache at night. So how the patient will say that I'm having headache behind my eyes? Okay, this is known as retroorbital pain. Behind your eyes you'll be having headache, and then this headache will slowly spread. Okay, so again, how will this retroorbital pain be like? It will be, yes, it will be severe. It will be like might not be able to do your normal activities. Okay, so at the same time, this pain will be like around, it can last you for around 2 3 4 around 8 to 10 weeks, and then you won't be having this pain for, let's say, around 1 year. Again this pain will come back. Okay, that's how the pain of cluster headache feels like. So what is the treatment here? Treatment here is you give paracetamol, and you tell the person to do some physical exercise as well. And in cluster headache, you'll be having this headache that is behind your eyes, and in cluster headache, you should understand the patient will say the eye will become red, there will be lacrimation taking place from the eye, there will be tears flowing out of the eye, then there will be nose stuffiness, even there will be discharge from the nose. This is very typical of cluster headache. This stuffy nose, discharge coming out of the nose, tear coming out of the eyes, and eye becoming red will not be present in migraine. Whereas in tension type of headache, you won't be having vomiting and nausea, and you will not have the symptoms, tear, discharge coming out of your nose. So that's how we can differentiate with just history, tension type of headache, migraine, and cluster headache. Cluster headache, remember, it is more common in males. Migraine is more common in females. And my cluster type of headache, you will see mostly retroorbital pain, and you'll see mostly at night. 50% of cases will be at night. Okay, now let us come to another thing. It is very much surprising to know that if you are taking painkillers, okay, if you're taking painkillers for your neck, you're having some pain in your neck, or you're having lower back pain, you're having some pain in your knee, you're taking painkillers. And if you take overdose of painkiller, you're taking painkillers for even just a small pain, just a minor amount of pain, you're taking painkillers. This painkiller itself can cause a headache. Okay, this painkiller can itself cause a headache. So how do you manage this? You slowly taper the dose. Let's say you're taking 500 mg of tablet of paracetamol. You'll make it slowly make it 400, make it slowly 300, make it slowly 200. You slowly taper down the dose. That's how you do for headache that is caused by overdosing of painkillers. So these are the things that you should look about headache. Now, yes, headache is fairly very common, so but you should watch out about the red flags. Red flags are very important. You should watch at the danger symptoms. If you have any of these danger symptoms that I'm going to tell you, you should immediately go to the hospital, get it immediately checked out. You should not take it lightly, okay? So if your age is more than 50 years and you are having headache for quite a long time, so you should not take it lightly. The next thing, if you say that this headache was so severe that I have never experienced this kind of headache, this is the worst kind of headache that I have experienced in my lifetime, you should go and immediately check. This means that you might have ruptured some of the blood vessels inside your head. Along with this, if you are having weakness, if you are having weakness in any side of your head, in your body, maybe left or maybe right, weakness, tingling sensation, numbing sensation, immediately go. Do not take it lightly. And you're having excessive vomiting, okay, you're not able to eat anything, you are dehydrated, you are very weak, go to the hospital. And the intensity and the frequency of headache has increased. Let's say the intensity of the headache was moderate, but now these headaches are very severe. Now you're not able to do your daily work, you're not able to sleep, you're not able to handle, you're taking high dose of painkillers, okay. And the frequency, let's say you are having 2 to 3 4 times in 1 month, now you are having around 5 to 10 times. The intensity frequency has increased, okay. That's how you should take go and meet your doctor. At the same time, you are having seizure attack, you are having headache and you are having seizure, and along with this you are having loss of consciousness, you are having difficulty in maintaining your balance, and you are disoriented. You're not able to say, is it what time of the time, is it day or night? You're not able to say the time, you're not able to say where you are. And any loss of balance also, any loss of balance is also very important that you should watch out. Along with this, if you are having headache and fever, do not take it lightly, okay. You should be a bit more cautious, because if you are having any neck stiffness and headache, do not take it lightly. It is a sign of meningeal irritation. Yes, it can be meningitis, but any neck stiffness is a sign of meningeal irritation. So how do you know that you're having meningeal irritation? Yes, you'll be having photophobia, that is, you won't be able to sit in front of light, see the sunlight or any tube light is very irritating for your eyes, or you're not able to move your head properly, you're having pain in your neck, and you're not able to touch your chin to your chest, or you're able to touch your chin to your chest. That's how you should know that you're having meningeal irritation. Along with this, if you are pregnant and you recently delivered a baby and you're having excessive vomiting and headache, you should be careful and you should go and meet your doctor, because after pregnancy the blood actually becomes thicker. So if the blood becomes thicker, then you might have thrombus formation. Along with this, if you are having a lot of headache and you smoke a lot, then you should also be taking some worry, because a lot of smoking can actually make the blood vessel which is present on your brain, it can make it stiffer. Along with this, if you lose your consciousness, okay, if you lose your consciousness, you should not take it lightly. So these are the danger things that you should watch out for the headache. Headache is fairly very common. Any headache, you can manage it with paracetamol or ibuprofen, but please make sure that you don't overdo it. If you're able to manage it without painkillers, try to manage it, and watch out for the danger symptoms and try to differentiate what kind of headache you are having. Most common is tension type of headache, then you have your migraine, then you have your cluster headache, and you have pain due to overdose of painkillers. Okay, so I'll say it again. Migraine, you'll be having vomiting and nausea, and this pain will last you from 4 to 72 hours. This will be bilateral, one side of your head, okay. and then you will be having something known as aura, and you'll be having photophobia, and you'll have phonophobia. That is, you don't want to hear extra noise. It is very irritating for you if you are having extra noise, surrounding noise. Okay, now let us see about cluster headache. Yes, cluster headache behind your eye. Okay, behind your eye, this is extraorbital pain, and this pain can also hamper your day-to-day life, and you'll be having redness, you'll be having water coming out of your eyes, water coming out of your nose, you'll be having stuffy nose. This is known as cluster headache. Yes, cluster headache will be like around, you'll be having for some time, some episode, like around 8 to 10, it can be around 8 to 10 weeks also, continuous. Okay, not continuous, but on and off type. Then again 1 year it is good, and again after 1 year it is again same, it is rebounding. Okay, and a cluster headache is mostly seen at night. Okay, and mostly seen in males. Migraine is mostly seen in females. Now coming to tension type of headache, yes, you will be able to work with some painkillers, but you will be irritated. You can say that I feel there's a band around my head. This is what cluster headache, tension type of headache feels like. Yes, what is the treatment of cluster headache? Treatment of cluster headache is fairly very simple. You take paracetamol, you take painkillers, and you breathe 100% oxygen. You breathe 100% oxygen for around 15-20 minutes, and this pain will go down. Okay, this is a very effective treatment for cluster headache. You breathe 100% oxygen. So these are the 3 things that you should watch out and identify: primary headache and secondary headache. Secondary headache is any kind of infection or any kind of trauma to your head or any kind of tumor. Yes, a person who is having headache can also have tumor going on, but the chances are very low. So around, if there are 1000 people are having headache, out of 1000, around just 1% will be having headache due to tumor. Okay, so any headache, manage with painkillers, but don't overdo it, and watch out for the danger symptoms. And now I'll be posting the second video about migraine. This is a very big topic about migraine. I'll be posting about migraine. So that's all. Thank you for listening, and yeah, bye bye, take care.